So Collision is tonight. I'm actually recording this on Friday night, and because the card's already out, so great for me. Fucking love that from you, Tony. Hi, pal. So yeah, we're going to talk about the Collision card. Obviously, Dynasty is this weekend, so obviously, you know, this is a very much in-between show, but honestly, I enjoy Collision most weeks, so I want to see what this card actually has to entail and see what it sets up for Dynasty, so let's get into it. So, what we get to see from the start of the card is we'll be hearing from, well, in action, Chris Statlander and Shida. So, obviously, Shida returned against Willow for the TBS belt, and obviously Statlander's been on the bench for a few weeks ever since the Tekla loss. Now, Statlander's definitely in a bit of a limbo, and so is obviously Shida's trying to come back into, you know, a bit more of the fold, so that's a pretty good angle to go with them two as a tag. We prefer them as singles, but, you know, tag division does need numbers. Probably a squash, I don't know who against, but, you know, just to establish them two as a tag. Maybe to get a little match on 0 Hour to confirm this, I don't know. But either way, the fact that they're doing something with these two makes me happy. I like this. They're both strong competitors. And it's nice to give them something to do because they need that. So, and honestly, just nice to see Stat. So that's my main thing. Again, I don't know who they do. I don't know. Honestly, if they wanted to, if they had the balls, I'd set this a feud up right away. They try and tag. Doesn't work. Boom, they go at each other. I'd be loving that. That could be really cool. But either way, segment, nice to see Stat. Nice to see Shida. Just give them something to do, and I'm happy. After that, we actually get a similar situation. We actually get the return of the Hurt Syndicate. Obviously, MVP, Bobby Lashley, and Shelton Benjamin. Now, as a tag, I assume that it's going to squash the hell out of whoever. I'd probably say Serpentico, someone like that. I think the big thing we'll get is they'll confirm themselves for the TNT Gauntlet. I do. I wouldn't be surprised if they try and set sights on Max, because obviously the Lashley feud's still there, if they still want to pick that back up. Remember the whole MJF and the Hurt Syndicate? Does anyone remember that? But, yeah, I feel like they'll try and put these guys both in the TNT Gauntlet. They're pretty much solid bets for that type of shit. Specifically Lashley and Belt. Shelton will fit more, but Lashley they want to push a bit more, obviously. So, there's that. But either way, nice to see the Hurt Syndicate back. I hope they tease someone new. I do. Honestly, if they wanted to do a feud with the Hurt Syndicate, I don't know who you'd do anymore, because there's a lot of groups are kind of taken up busy-wise, so I feel like you could definitely do something cool. Depends what level you want to do, but the Hurt Syndicate being back is always a good sign. I'm a big fan of the Hurt Syndicate in terms of how they present themselves. The matches aren't always the greatest. Again, I prefer it when it's Shelton on his own, but in terms of obviously MVP on the mic, it's just fucking it's stellar, so hopefully we get a good promo from him, and yes, I do think they'll be confirmed for the TNT Gauntlet. This, we actually get a tag team match between the Don Callis family. In this one, it is the Lucha Class and the Lucha Duo of Hechicero and El Clan. He's back. I fucking love him. Versus the Young Bucks, Mac and Nick Jackson. The Bucks will win. They've got a match on Dynasty. Makes the most sense. Unless this match is thrown out. Because obviously you got Okada and Takeshita teaming up against them on Dynasty. And obviously if they win, Okada and Takeshita, they get, Takeshita and Okada get to face off for each other against the belt. Such a fucking dumbass tip. I don't give a fuck. This match is probably my most anticipated match of the night. I love El Clan. I love Hechicero. The Bucks are just, you know what you get from a Bucks match, but this is at least interesting. So this should be a nice little pace of very different wrestlers to pair of them, El Clan and Hechicero, but I like them as just, you know, just makes sense. I like the pair of them, so either way, this could possibly be my match of the night, but either way, I really enjoy this. After this, we actually get, speaking of the TNT Gauntlet from the Hurt Syndicate, we actually get the number 2 place match between Roosh of LFI versus somehow Anthony Bowens. Again, my friend Tallman actually pointed out, where the hell's Bowens getting this shit from? We don't know. But they seem to be big on Roosh again. They do. Not big, but, you know, they're pushing him again, at least on Collision. So I feel like that's definitely a sign of something. I don't know. I think Roosh should get the win here. It makes it a bit more interesting. You know, you get Ciampa and Roosh from the get-go. That could fuck. I don't really have interest in Bowens at the minute. So either way, I feel like Roosh getting the win, but I don't want to say the match will be bad. I just think Roosh is just going to show out as he always does. Roosh is stellar in ring. We all know that. Just, you know, other problems with Roosh, it seems. But either way, I'm happy to see Roosh again, just as a showcase. I think he's excellent in ring, I really do. So I think this will be interesting to say the least, and I'm happy to see him go through and get our Ciampa and Roosh little 1v1 moment at Dynasty, because that will fuck. So after this, we actually get a women's tag match between the AEW World Champion Tekla. We love Tekla over here. She's teaming up with Marina Shafir. I actually really like that. I really like that little combo. It seems like a, friend of a friend type, well, enemy of my enemy type of thing. But obviously, you could tease Marina going for Tekla. That could be fun. I enjoy that aspect. Versus the Brawling Birds, obviously, Alex Windsor and Jamie Hayter, who Marina's facing Alex. And obviously, Tekla's facing Hayter at Dynasty. Makes the most sense in the world. This match will be fun. For me, this one's kind of hard to call because it's so different. For me, I would have Tekla and Shafir win. I think I've always said it's very important to protect Shafir in terms of her presentation, because it does ride a lot on that type of, like, I don't know what word to use, but, the hair being so tough is very much a part of her identity, so you got to be careful with the losses. But I think they might actually have them lose to the Brawling Birds here. It makes sense as a tag team, and obviously if you have them lose, you could have Marina and Tekla tease something further down the road. So either way, this match I look forward to, though. This one could be really good, actually, because all 4 women in it are great. They're all great singles competitors too, don't forget. And Brawling Birds are impressing me more in tag team. They're definitely the best women's tag team there. And then Shafir's just great, and Tekla's the fucking best woman on the entire roster. This could be really fun. This wouldn't surprise me if it was match tonight, actually. This really wouldn't. After this, though, we get an Okada match. Kazuchika Okada defends his AEW International belt against Myron Reed following the attack he did on Okada and RPG Vice on Wednesday on Dynamite after he tried to attack. Who did they try to attack? I forget. It was the Rascals, obviously. Yeah, Okada should win. Shock. But Myron Reed, they're definitely pushing Myron as the singles guy, clearly, so I want to see how that goes. Honestly, I think what would be interesting is after the match, don't get me wrong, I think Okada I love Okada matches, I think they're good. Got to have something with Takeshita after it. But I think also after it, you'll have RPG Vice and the rest of the Rascals have a little interaction. That reeks of 0 Hour, by the way. That absolutely stinks of a 0 Hour match in the best way possible. If you get Big Boom AJ teaming up with the Rascals, the Rizzler smoking a joint, oh my god. Get that going! I want the Rizzler smoking a spliff. That could be great. But as a match, Okada, I just fuck with Okada. Who doesn't? He's brilliant. He's one of the best ever. But yeah, him versus Myron Reed. I want to see more of Myron Reed. The last match he had, his first singles match in AEW, was a lot more... It was against John Morrison, if I remember correctly. Or Johnny TV now. Just John. His name is John. And I just wonder how that kind of goes. I do. I wonder how he goes, but anyone against Okada is going to look great because the guy is fucking demon. I love Okada, but I think the Rascals and RPG Base will have a little interaction after it and get the most 0 Hour match I've ever seen in my life confirmed. For this, though, we actually get our main event of the evening. We get the AEW tag team, well, trios teams champions, the Jet Speed and Mystico. Fucking Lucha Galore here. There's just one man missing, but we got him on Dynamite, so who gives a fuck? Versus the Dogs, Gabe Kidd, Clark Connors, and David Finlay. This match I look forward to. I think you gotta have Mystico and Co. with him. They should go. That's what the tag team should go. Mystico and Co. That could be fun. But no, Mystico and Jet Speed should win here, I think. I feel like you gotta give. Yeah, I don't think we've got anything for Speedball and Kevin Knight to do on Dynasty, so it feels like there's something you could be getting done there. Maybe they're just in the TNT gauntlet. It makes the most sense. But either way, I think this could be fun. The Dog's getting a more showcase. Gabe Kidd back, obviously. Again, Clark Connors I'm a big fan of, and I'm just waiting for that David Finlay show out. I am, so hopefully it comes here. But Mystico minutes, never going to fucking be upset about that. They should retain. And the match probably will main event title match. Probably the only title that's probably not going to be on the Dynasty card. But either way, I think this could be good. I mean, again, it depends on... Gabe Kidd's not for me in terms of wrestling style. But either way, the quality in the match, and again, Mystico and Jet Speed never disappoints. Kevin Knight, Demon. Speedball, Demon. Clark Connors, fucking great. And Mystico, phenomenal. So, there you go. Yeah, I think this will be fun. Might not be match of the night because the Bucks are facing El Quad and Hechicero and Tekla and Shafir against the Brawling Birds. They're really good fucking matches. But this could be really fun. I look forward to this. So yeah, that's everything confirmed for Collision, which is great to have already. Do I think anything else will get added for Dynasty tomorrow? I mean, just 0 hour stuff. I feel like 0 hour stuff's the one. But besides that, I don't really know. I hope we get some little more promos building match. I don't want anything with Edge and Christian Vitt and FTR. I think we got enough of that. Tekla and Hayter could have a bit more of a promo. Obviously, that, probably a brawl. Wouldn't be surprised if that main event, actually. I know the Collision card's out, but, wouldn't be surprised if it main events the actual card. 0 hour stuff just feels like we get something announced. I don't know, but either way, I feel like everything's set in stone. It's just one of those collisions where it is just the day before the pay-per-view, so it's a bit thingy. They should just have the pay-per-views on Saturdays. They should sometimes. I do feel like they should. But either way, who gives a shit? This Collision looks good. The Bucks versus El Clon and Hedgesera looks great. And obviously Tekla, Hayter, Windsor and Shafir all be in the same match. That could be fun. Do we get something involving Ospreay and Moxley promos? Maybe. But either way, I think the main takeaway is we're going to set up what's going on with Statlander and Shida going forward. I think they could get something confirmed for 0 hour. I hope something happens with Willow there. I do. Or Carly. Just something acknowledging that. So either way, but... and the Hurt Syndicate, obviously, but I think they'll get acknowledged announced for the TNT Gauntlet. So, but either way, decent Collision card, especially when it doesn't have to be that good considering it's Dynasty. This will be good. I think we'll get a lot of promo, but the matches we've got here look pretty decent. So yeah, that's my preview for Collision tonight. Let me know what you think. Obviously, I'm recording this day early, but yes, I should have the Dynasty predictions out by today or tomorrow, but who cares? Collision looks pretty fucking good.